Greetings, fellow accounting enthusiasts. In this enlightening module, we embark on a journey through the dynamic landscapes of accrual and cash accounting. These twin pillars of financial record keeping hold the key to deciphering the intricate tales woven in the ledgers of businesses. So let's dive deeper into these concepts, unraveling their nuances with Sanmart Burgers as our guide. Accrual accounting, akin to an artist capturing every stroke of a masterpiece, documents events when they unfold, irrespective of cash movements. Imagine SanMart receiving its utilities bill for June on July 5th. In the realm of accrual accounting, the expense is acknowledged on June 30th, the date of receipt, not when the cash exchanges hands on July 5th. Visualize this: SanMart debiting utilities expense by $1,500 and crediting accrued utilities by $1,500 on June 30th. On July 5th, the tale takes a turn. The accrued liability is reversed and the cash transaction is etched into the records. Accrued utilities debited by $1,500 and cash credited by $1,500. Now let's paint another stroke on our canvas of understanding. Sanmart extends its culinary prowess beyond the restaurant and caters to an event in late June, billing the client $2,000. In accrual accounting's artistic embrace, this revenue is recognized on June 30th, regardless of the payment status. Picture this entry: a debit of $2,000 to accounts receivable and a credit of $2,000 to catering service revenue. Here's another dance of accrual accounting. SanMart, in its commitment to quality service, sends out invoices to its loyal customers at the end of June for meals they enjoyed throughout the month. The total billed amounts to $3,500. While the cash is yet to make its appearance, accrual accounting gracefully captures this income on June 30th. A debit of $3,500 to accounts receivable and a credit of $3,500 to food service revenue tell the tale of services rendered. Now let's step into the shoes of SanMart's suppliers. They extend credit for goods purchased in June and the payment is due in July. Accrual accounting, being the maestro, orchestrates an entry on June 30th, a debit of $10,000 to kitchen equipment, which is an asset, and a credit of $10,000 to accounts payable. The payment will tango into the ledgers in July. Now let's waltz into the concept of prepayments, a dance where cash pirouettes onto the stage before the expense is due. In our narrative, Sanmart decides to prepay its property insurance premium of $4,500 on June 1st, spanning June to August. On this date, the stage is set with a debit of $4,500 to prepaid insurance, which is an asset account, and a credit of $4,500 to cash. As we progress through June, only $1,500 of the prepayment is encountered. The dance continues. A credit of $1,500 to prepaid insurance and a debit of $1,500 to insurance premium paid, which is an expense account. The same rhythm is echoed in July and August. In these examples, we witness the eloquence of accrual accounting, gracefully accommodating instances where timing waltzes out of sync with cash transactions. It unveils its charm, recognizing expenses when they unfurl. bestowing a lucid financial panorama. Here's another twist in the timing tango. Sanmart, in its quest for excellence, purchases kitchen equipment worth $10,000 on credit in June. The payment is due in July. Accrual accounting steps in, making an entry on June 30th, a debit of $10,000 to kitchen equipment, which is an asset, and a credit of $10,000 to accounts payable. The payment will tango into the ledgers in July. Now let's look at the alignment in timing and cash. In our financial symphony, there are moments when the rhythm of expense recognition synchronizes seamlessly with cash transactions. Consider Sanmart's oven faltering on August 15th, demanding immediate repairs costing $600. Here, the melody aligns. Sanmart orchestrates an entry, debiting repairs and maintenance expense by $600 and crediting cash by $600. In this scenario, cash accounting and accrual accounting dance in harmonious unison. As we draw the curtain on this exploration, remember that accrual and cash accounting are not adversaries but companions in the accountant's toolkit. Accrual accounting is the maestro conducting the symphony of events, while cash accounting keeps the beat, echoing the flow of tangible resources. Both are indispensable, each having its own distinct role in the grand financial narrative. Our expedition in the realms of accounting has just begun. In the upcoming modules, we'll venture into financial statements, ratios, and more. So stay tuned, for there are more layers to unravel in the intricate tapestry of accounting intricacies. Until next time, may your ledgers be balanced and your financial tales well told.
If you're not a subscriber, click down below to subscribe so you get notified about similar videos we upload. To see the full course that this video came from, click over there. And click over there to see more videos from Simon Says It.